what is abstraction in Java? Abstraction word itself says that we know it is there, but we can't touch it and we can't see that. So the same thing in the Java, but it's all about the abstract methods. What is the abstract method? A method that has a signature but doesn't have a implementation. It doesn't have a body. Let's say we have a shape class that will have two methods. Let's say get perimeter and the get area of the shape. But the thing is, in order to get area and in order to get perimeter of the shape, we have a different formula for every shape. For a circle, it's going to be a different formula. For triangle, it will be a different formula. And for the square will be a different formula. So the shape class says, I will create this method, but without the implementation. And I will let my child classes, which are the square, circle, and the triangle, implement this method on their own way with their own formula. That way, these three classes will have the same methods, but the different implementations. So in the shape class, we will have a couple of variables: integer length, integer width. And we will say public integer get perimeter. Every shape will have a different formula to calculate the perimeter of the shape. I don't know what formula to put here, and if I don't know, then I don't want to give a body for this method. So if I don't want to give the body for this method, then I need to make this method abstract method. And Java says, if we're making the method as an abstract, then we gotta make our class abstract. So our shape class will become abstract. So this way, we're avoiding to give implementation for a method. So this class shape meant to be inherited, an abstract method meant to be implemented in the child class. And the same thing I will do with the get area method. I will create that method, but I will not give implementation because we don't know what is going to be the area of different shapes. So now what we will do, we will create let's say a square, and the square class will inherit the shape class. We will say extends the shape. And once we inherit this, the Java will give us a compilation error, and it will try to tell us, hey, we have some abstract methods in the shape class, and these abstract methods should be implemented in this class. So let's implement those methods. Getting the perimeter for a shape, we will calculate their length multiplied by 4, since square will have the same length on the 4 sides. And for getting the area, we will multiply the length by length itself, right? So we will have their area. The next thing, we will have triangle. So the triangle will do the same. It will extend the shape. So here again, we have a compilation error to implement those abstract methods. So for the triangle, we have 3 sides, and we have only 2 variables in our shape class, which is length and a width. It will have a second length, and I will create that in the triangle class. And I will add all the sides in itself. So this is going to be the formula of calculating the perimeter of the triangle. And for the area, we usually say height multiplied by the width and divide by 2. But let's take a length 2 as a height, and we will multiply that by width, and we will divide that by 2. So this is going to be the formulas for the triangle. And now let's do the same with the circle. The circle will inherit the shape class, and the circle will implement the abstract methods. So here we need to write a formula to circle to calculate the perimeter. That will be 2 multiplied by 3.14, which is a pi number, and multiplied by radius. Do we have a radius? We don't have it. So I will create a radius variable on a class level. That way I will use it in this method. Now this But this is complaining. The reason it's complaining because we're returning an integer, but our output is in double. I'm gonna cast this into the integer. And for the area, we will multiply the pi number by radius 2 times. Okay, this is going to be the formula for the area. And again, it is returning us a double, but we need to cast that to the integer. So this way, as we can see, they all have the same methods, which is get perimeter, get area. Triangle has it, and the circle has it. But every of the shape implementing those methods their own way. And the shape says, I'm not going to implement them. I will let my subclasses implement those methods, and they will put their own formula. So let's test this now. Let's try to create an object of the shape. Shape equals to new shape. So the thing is, Java says abstract classes cannot be instantiated. What does that mean? Instantiated means we cannot create an object out of abstract class. Why is that? The reason is because abstract class is meant to have abstract methods, and if we will create an object and we'll try to call the abstract methods from that object, then we will not have any output because they don't have a body. So it doesn't make sense to create an object out of the abstract methods. So let's create an object out of, let's say, a square. And we will initialize their values saying length equals to 5. Another one will have a circle. I will have the radius equals to, let's say, 6. And the last one will have a triangle. Triangle will have the length 1, let's say it is 5. Triangle will have the length 2, which is 6. And triangle will have the width, which is, let's say, 4 inches. Now we have 3 objects, and let's call the methods area of square. We'll say square dot get area, and we will do the same with the circle and triangle. So let's run this now and see what is going to be the output. Well, we see it's a different outputs. They have a different attribute values, and they are using the same method, which is the get area, but every of this class implemented this method in their own way. That's all about the abstract class and abstract methods.